Hello everyone, I'm Aliana Arendain and today I will be presenting our research paper titled Risk Management Application of Selected Logistics Companies in Mitigating the Effect of COVID-19, an Exploratory Sequential Approach. I will just share my screen. Logistics companies. Logistics companies plan, execute, and manage the movement and storage of goods, services, or information within a supply chain and between origin and consumption points. Depending on the client's logistical requirements, different logistics companies will handle some or all of these supply chain operations. COVID-19 affecting logistics companies. Risk is a company's vulnerability to elements that might lower its income or the reason for the company to fail. Logistics operations contain a particular share of risk that the company has to undertake, having defined the character and scales of these risks. Thus, the implementation of logistics operations of any kind is always connected with risk, mainly in the midst of the pandemic. Therefore, supply chain disruptions to the sector caused by the pandemic could impact competitiveness, economic growth, and job creation. Logistics companies' best practice to mitigate the risk. As a result, logistics companies are forced to seek innovative concepts to mitigate the rising adverse effects of this unprecedented dilemma. According to Sinch et al. 2021, they have highlighted that transportation companies also carry out various modes of logistics and transport, such as freight forwarding, warehousing, inventory management, and other multimodal transportation in order to mitigate the chances of potential economic risks. Statement of the problem. This study generally aims to identify the extent of risk management application of the selected logistics companies in Metro Manila in mitigating the effect of COVID-19 and to answer the following questions. So, statement of the problem one, what is the demographic profile of the selected logistics companies in terms of their positions, the proprietorship, years in the industry, size of the company, and type of logistics company? SOP2, what are the best practices in risk management applied by the selected logistics companies in Metro Manila to mitigate the effects of COVID-19 in terms of transportation, their personnel and cargo, in stock management, their personnel and cargo, in customer service, their personnel and cargo, and in reverse logistics, their personnel and cargo? SOP3, what are the extent are the risk management measures have mitigated the effect of COVID-19 in selected logistics companies in Metro Manila in terms of transportation, their personnel and cargo, in stock management, personnel and their cargo, in customer service, their personnel and cargo, in reverse logistics, their personnel and cargo? SOP3, is there a significant difference in the extent of risk management application in mitigating the effect of COVID-19 when grouped according to respondents' profile? Next is hypothesis. There is no significant difference in the extent of risk management application in mitigating the effect of COVID-19 when grouped according to respondents' profile. Next is methodology. Our research design is sequential exploratory or mixed method design. The researchers utilized a sequential exploratory design. This type of research is mixed research methods, which is a method that combines quantitative methods and qualitative methods. This research method aims to obtain more comprehensive, valid, reliable, and objective data. Population, sample, and sample technique. 7 respondents in the first phase, which is qualitative data. 54 respondents in second phase, quantitative data. And the third phase is purposive sampling technique. Research instrument, qualitative. In phase 1, the qualitative level. In the qualitative part, the researchers utilized a semi-structured questionnaire for the interview of the respondents about the best practices in risk management applied in the selected logistics companies in Metro Manila. In this study, the researcher formulated the questionnaire based on the SOP2. The semi-structured questionnaire is composed of 28 questions. Next is quantitative data. In quantitative level, so at the first phase in qualitative, the researchers made questionnaire utilized to collect data for the study on how logistics company manages the risks with the effects of COVID-19. Respondents of the study were given a survey questionnaire through Google Forms containing questions with checklist answers from the interview results that provided in the study's results. The researchers based the survey questions on the results of the interview in the first phase or the qualitative part of the study. The survey questionnaire utilized a Likert scale to measure the extent or the risk management measures have mitigated the effect of COVID-19 in selected logistics companies in Metro Manila in terms of personnel and cargo in transportation, stock management, customer service, and reverse logistics. Next, in data gathering procedure, qualitative. The interview was conducted through the following online platforms, which is Zoom meeting, Messenger, Viber, WhatsApp, and phone call. Next, in quantitative, the researcher conducted their data gathering through Zoom Meet, through Google Forms, and on-site survey. Next is the statistical treatment of data. In frequency and percentage distribution, this statistical tool determined the demographic profile of the selected logistics companies. Tabogok 2013 stated that frequency and percentage distribution is used to determine the percentage usually for data on profile. Next is weighted mean. The statistical tool determined the extent of risk management application in mitigating the effect of COVID-19 and to what extent the risk management measures mitigated the effect of COVID-19 in selected logistics companies in Metro Manila in terms of transportation, customer service, stock management, and reverse logistics. Next is the analysis of variance or ANOVA. This statistical tool determined if there is a significant difference on the extent of risk management applied by the selected logistics companies in Metro Manila to mitigate the effects of COVID-19 when grouped according to their particular profiles such as position, proprietorship, size of the company, years in the industry, and type of logistics company. It is an analysis tool used in statistics that splits and observe aggregate variability found inside a data set into two parts, which is systematic factors and random factors. The systematic factors have a statistical influence on the given data set, while the random factors do not. Next is t-test. The statistical tool determined if there is a significant difference on the extent of risk management applied by the selected logistics companies in Metro Manila to mitigate the effects of COVID-19 when grouped according to their particular profiles such as position, proprietorship, size of the company, years in the industry, and type of logistics company. T-test is a type of inferential statistic used to determine if there is a significant difference between the means of the two groups, which may be related in certain features. So qualitative data analysis. So we use thematic analysis. The researchers categorize the initial codes and extracted to their corresponding emerging themes, which are the following: continuation of policies practiced before the pandemic, practicing safety controls, adjustment measures due to restrictions and health protocol standards, changes within the company operations, adapting to virtual communication. So this is the table 3. Continuation of usual or regular company policies as risk management policy. So we have, first we have the weighted mean of 4.24. Then in number 2, we have provide soft and hard copy documents beforehand needed for transaction, 4.72. Strongly agree. Number 3, we use hard hat, visibility clothes, safety shoes, goggles, safety vest, and whistle, 4.55 weighted mean. Strongly agree. Number 4, we inspect our trucks, vehicles using the standard checklist, 4.85. Strongly agree. Number 5, we use global positioning systems or GPS to locate the cargo of our clients, 4.6. Strongly agree. We require our drivers or helpers to update us regarding their exact location with respect to delivery of cargo to our clients, 4.85. Strongly agree. We normally operate on site with limited number of employees while others are working from home, 4.22. Strongly agree. We require proof of payment as warranty for the cargo, 4.74. Strongly agree. 9, we continue the usual process of transaction despite the pandemic, 4.61. Strongly agree. And number 10, we implemented the same process of sanitation even before the onset of the COVID-19 virus, 4.54. Strongly agree. So our average weighted mean here is 4.58. Strongly agree. These are the legends. Next in table 4. Practicing safety protocols as risk management strategy. So the statements, number 1, we provide travel pass and antigen for our employees, 4.67. Strongly agree. Number 2, we provide gloves and face masks for our employees, 4.44. Strongly agree. Number 3, we provide flu vaccines and or pneumonia vaccines for our employee, 4.33. Strongly agree. Number 4, we conduct every 15 days rapid tests for our employees, 4.09. Agree. Number 5, we constantly remind our employees regarding no gathering, social distancing, and wearing of face mask. 4.67, strongly agree. Number 6, we sign in using face recognition or face scanners for attendance on site. 3.80, agree. We are required to sign in also for health protocol checking. 4.48, strongly agree. We check our employees' temperature using thermal scanners. 4.66, strongly agree. We require full vaccination of our employees. 4.69, strongly agree. We provide mandatory self-quarantine to our employees who experience at least one symptom. 4.67, strongly agree. 11, we implement disinfecting of disinfecting fumigation of vehicles. 4.54, strongly agree. We decontaminate or disinfect the returned cargoes. 3.37, strongly agree. Number 13, we do not allow clients inside the warehouse and office premises. 3.94, agree. Number 14, we change the packaging of the cargo into clean wraps and provide vehicle cleaning for sanitation. 4.24, strongly agree. Number 15, we give fresh fruits to the employees to boost their immune system. 3.59, strongly agree. I agree only. Agree only. And in number 16, the last, we provide vitamins for the employees to reduce the risk of being infected. 4.26, strongly agree. So our average weighted mean is 4.34, strongly agree. Table 5, adjustment measures due to restrictions as risk management strategy. Number 1, we give updates whenever there are travel restrictions. Our weighted mean is 4.61, strongly agree. Number 2, we provide alternative routes to arrive at the destination. 4.48, strongly agree. We expand our warehouse to cater the volume of cargoes. 4.50, strongly agree. We provide laptops and cell phones for work purposes. 4.37, strongly agree. We provide a place for stay-in employees. 3.91, agree. We conduct orientation beforehand to avoid restricted routes. 4.41, strongly agree. Number 7, we deliver the cargoes earlier to meet the cutoffs. 4.59, strongly agree. Our average weighted mean is 4.41, strongly agree. Next is table 6, changes within the company operations as risk management strategy. Number 1, we implement skeletal workforce. 4.09, agree. Number 2, skeletal workforce is for example, we have these two employees, two sets of employees, employee A and employee B. So example, double Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, employee A will work, while in Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, employee B will work. That is a skeletal workforce. Okay, so we have 4.09, agree. Number 2, we adjust schedules based on the availability of the importer or client to meet cutoffs. 4.52, strongly agree. Number 3, we deliver and process way more faster during pandemic. 4.33, strongly agree. Number 4, we offer online bank transactions as mode of payment. 4.57, strongly agree. Number 5, we book third-party logistics vehicle online to deliver our cargo. 4.02, agree. And our average weighted mean is 4.31, strongly agree. In Table 7, adopting virtual communication as risk management strategy. Number 1, we utilize company website for communication. 4.31, strongly agree. Number 2, we utilize a company online site in monitoring the cargoes. 4.24, strongly agree. We utilize emails, phone calls, and text messages for concerns and queries. 4.74, strongly agree. Number 4, we coordinate with importers or clients through online platforms, email, messenger, Viber, and etc. Our weighted mean is 4.78, strongly agree. Number 5, we offer our services 24/7 through website. Weighted mean 4.24, strongly agree. Number 6, we send pictures to our client when the cargo is released. Weighted mean is 4.50, strongly agree. Number 7, we mandate our drivers to report their location every hour. Weighted mean is 4.41, strongly agree. Number 8, we send pictures to our client when the cargo arrives in the warehouse. Our weighted mean is 4.41, strongly agree. Number 9, we update the clients via email, text message, Viber, Telegram, or the client's own platform. 4.76, strongly agree. We offer customer service online for faster response in clients' concern. Weighted mean is 4.46, strongly agree. Number 11, we send instructions to clients about new policies and procedures due to pandemic online. 4.78, strongly agree. Our average weighted mean is 4.51, strongly agree. So the findings. Profile of respondents. Number 1, a summary of findings on the profile of respondents in terms of positions, proprietorship, years in the industry, size of the company, and types of logistics company. In proprietorship, most of our respondents are from corporation, accumulating a total of 74%. In years in the industry, most of our respondents has been on the industry for 21 years and above, accumulating a total of 44%. In size of the company, most of our respondents are small size company, accumulating 43%. Lastly, in type of logistics company, most of our respondents are first-party logistics, accumulating 57%. Number 2, best practices and extent of risk management application to mitigate the effects of COVID-19. This part will be discussed based on the data triangulation method. Therefore, the discussion involves 3 elements of the study. Number 1, best practices results, qualitative data. Number 2, extent of risk management application results, quantitative data. And number 3, supporting literatures. 2.1, based on the result of the qualitative data in the best practices of risk management strategy to mitigate the COVID-19 effect, most of the codes generated produced the practicing safety protocols as risk management strategy of the logistics companies in Metro Manila. Majority of the respondents articulated that they require full vaccination to their employees as a part of the requirements of their companies and constantly reminds the employees about social distancing and wearing of face masks to prevent spreading of the virus. This is consistent with the result of the quantitative data that the respondents strongly agree that they require full vaccinated employees, as well as they constantly remind their employees that there should be no gathering, social distancing should be followed, as well as wearing of face masks. 2.2, in adapting to virtual communication, The second most number of generated codes, most of the respondents strongly agreed to coordinate with importers or clients through online platforms, whether by email, messenger, Viber, etc. And they send instructions to clients about new policies and procedures due to the pandemic online. 2.3, another emerging theme that was produced in the qualitative data was the continuation of usual or regular company policies as the emerging theme. Majority of the participants articulated that they inspect their trucks as part of the standard procedure, including information in their exact location. This is consistent with the result of the quantitative data that the respondents strongly agree that they inspect their trucks or vehicle used using the standard checklist for their operations, as well as they require that drivers or helpers are to update regarding the exact location with respect to delivery of cargo to their clients. 2.4, from the result of the qualitative data in the best practices of risk management strategy to mitigate the COVID-19 effect, derived from the codes it produced adjustments measures due to restrictions as well as the emerging theme. More than half of the respondents stated that they give updates to their clients if there are travel restrictions as part of their adjustment measures. In addition, they provide alternatives routes to arrive at the destination. This justifies the result of the quantitative data that the respondents strongly agree that they give updates whenever there are travel restrictions and they provide alternative routes to arrive at the destination. Logistics companies have become effective at communicating to customers about precise time of arrival and options to change delivery arrangements. 2.5, using the qualitative data to determine the best practices of risk management strategy to mitigate the COVID-19 effect. This generated the least number of codes, produced the changes within the company's operations, as well as the emerging theme. More than half of the respondents articulated that they are offering online bank transactions as mode of payments, and they adjust schedules based on the availability of the importer or client to meet cutoffs. Number 3, comparison on the extent of risk management application to mitigate the effect of COVID-19. There is no significant difference in the extent of risk management application in the mitigating the effect of COVID-19 when grouped according to respondents' profile. This means that the null hypothesis is accepted. The scope of risk management application is the same regardless of if the respondents are grouped by positions, proprietorship, years in the industry, size of the company, and type of logistics company. Conclusion, number 1. It is therefore concluded that the practices of the safety protocols are very crucial in this time of the pandemic. By exercising and practicing safety protocols, the company will prevent or minimize the spread of COVID-19 virus to their personnels while continuing the operation on the supply chain as logistics company during this pandemic. It is concluded that adapting to virtual communication has been effective in mitigating the effects of COVID-19 because it limits the physical interaction, which limits the possible spread of infection of COVID-19. It is also effective adaptation to the logistics company because it made their transactions with their clients accessible and convenient. Number three, it is therefore concluded that usual company policies and regulations are still applicable actions to do even during crises such as the COVID-19 pandemic. The fact that policies and regulations were developed to make company operations smooth and easy, their transactions are also tested even during times of crisis. Number four, it is determined that the adjustment of logistics companies to cater the needs of their clients during restrictions because of the COVID-19 is efficient. The logistics companies adjusted their way of operation, such as providing alternative route because of the restriction to deliver the cargoes at their respective destination. This helped the logistics companies to continue their operations in a new normal situation. Number five, as a result, it is concluded that most of the logistics company comply with the flow towards the changes brought by the pandemic, offering online bank transactions as a mode of payment is one of a mitigating strategy that logistics companies use to accomplish in adjusting customer availability as well as deliver their orders ahead of time. This limits the physical interaction between the personnel and the clients during transaction. Number six, it is therefore concluded that there is no difference in risk management strategies applied by the logistics companies in mitigating the effects of COVID-19 in terms of positions, proprietorship, years in the industry, size, and type of logistics company. So that will be all. Thank you for listening and have a good day, everyone.